thought we'd do something a little different here, since this home is extremely large and rather custom. We did a small laundry room on the main level. Let me pull that back and so you can see where that's at. Just a little wash and dryer. It's actually in the master suite, so it's not really an accessible laundry as per se a normal laundry would be. And kind of the concept of laundry areas is you want them near where the bulk of the laundry is. So this one is predominantly going to be for whatever laundry comes out of the kitchen area and the master suite here, or the primary suite. So if we go to the upper level, this is where our bedrooms are located. We have a full bedroom here and another bedroom here. So there's two bedrooms above. Each have their own private bath, so potentially a large amount of laundry. And to kind of review what's going on here just a little bit, there is a furnace for the sleeping area up here. Again, sleeping areas that are separated like this, you're not going to need to heat or cool this upper level, except at night when people are actually in their bedrooms for the evening. So because of that, we have a dedicated furnace system here, and that will be doesn't need to be nearly as large a furnace as one that runs the bulk of the house square footage. It can be a little less efficient and still end up saving money to run. We do have some walls that are coming out from below, but what we're going to do is I'm going to just build a little laundry room up here and kind of talk about the needs of what would be in a laundry room where maybe children's clothing would be used, and look at what to do there. So I'm going to throw in some walls real quick, just some little partition walls. I did a little interior partition here. And I'm going to run that right along here, and it's going to come right down to here, and we're just going to fill that in with an align tool so everything matches, and boom, there we go. Now there is a stairway that's over here, and we'll do some adjusting and some tweaking with this as a little bit later, but this is going to suffice for what we're going to do here as we start the design process. We'll go with a 2.8 door, primary because it makes it a little easier to get your washer and dryer in. If the door is a little bit wider, makes it a little nice. And I'm not going to put it near the stair, mainly because it makes it a little easier to keep things safe and secure. We do have the window here, and then we're going to go ahead and put our washer and dryer in. Now, because we've used them, they're already in the system here, so we just have to do a little search here real quick. Let's do washer, not washing. Washer and dryer. So we're not going to do stacked, just going to do a regular washer. And that is going to go over here, like so. And then we're going to do the same with the dryer. Now, technically, use the same symbol and just edit it into a dryer if that would be something you're interested in doing. But this works pretty good to go really quick here with it. And this is then go here towards the outside so I can vent it. They need to be vented. Again, leave a little bit of space around there so that you can get plugs and water and all that stuff that needs to happen there. Now, what I'm going to do here is I need to make sure there's at least 3 feet here. So I'm going to do a quick little measure. 3 feet is kind of our little magic rule there. And I've only got about 4 feet of clearance in front of there. So one of the things that's nice in a laundry is if there is a way to rinse things out. So I've got my washer and dryer, and I can put some shelves above that. And I'll do that in just a second here. But I'm going to put a sink in. So the component I'm going to look for, I've not used, so I'm going to go and load that out of my plumbing area. And I'm just going to bring in a sink, and I'm going to go architecture with that, and fixtures, sinks. And what I'm looking for is, hopefully, I may have to go and find a different one here. Let's Let's go back a little bit here. We'll go see if I can find the sink I'm looking for. I'm going for more of a utility type sink that you can rinse clothes, use it to maybe dye fabrics in there. Something along those lines. Service sinks. That's probably about the best I'm going to find here. Right there. This will get a little utility sink. So I'm going to bring this one in. So it's just a big basin, basically. But what it does is it does allow me to do some changes. This is only 24 by 18 in there. So we'll go ahead with that and rotate that around. And that's just a slide right about here. Now, it's a little different configuration of what I'm doing here, mainly because I'm going to try and create along here a basin, a backsplash basically for it to use as a catch-all area. Now, I could do that, or I could make it a little larger. Like I say, this is only 24 by 18. It's not a very large sink, so if I was going to do some major scrubbing or soaking, may not be the best. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit larger. So I'm going to duplicate that. It's 30 inches tall. We're going to change that. We're going to change the width. Does it stay? Let's see. Let's go with. Better find out which way I'm facing this thing. So from here, that's the 18. That's the 24. Okay, so we'll change the 18. All right, so let's go ahead and edit this. And it's going to go to duplicate and rename it. And I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go 24 to start here. So we'll go there. We'll come here, go 2 feet with that. And I'm going to actually bring this up a little higher to 3 feet. And then I'm going to move that back in there just a little bit further, just so it's a little bit more user. So now I can do what I need to, rinse things, and have a sink available for use there. The upper cabinets are what I'm going to put in next. And I'm just going to use those that are already used before because I just don't need to be too much. I'm just going to use those 2-door. And I'm going to go with these 24s. And there'll be one here and one here. You can't put them in front of the window, but now I've got some storage above, and so we can go with that. Now, I can come in and probably adjust these to be a little larger, and I probably should do that just because it makes things a little nicer. So let's do a quick measure and customize this area a little bit as we do a laundry. Now, laundries can be pretty much any configuration you want. You are trying to make them as functional as you can, being that if you can make them meet the needs of your client, the better off they are. So storage is important. Workspace is important. These can be doubled as a sewing area, which is always kind of nice to do. We just do a quick match and change this one to match it. And then align. Love the align tool. It's probably my favorite tool. It works so much better in this program than other programs. And I can see I can maybe adjust this window just a wee bit. Oh, it's kind of centered. Interesting that matches up a little different. Oh, that's why. Gotta make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so we're going to shift this window over just a little bit and get that to line up there. Won't be exact, but it'll be a little bit more centered, and so those windows fit just a little bit better. Right there looks to be where I want it. And so there's this another laundry room with some storage, and there could be room. We could do a fold-out ironing board, things like that. But now there's another place to do laundry, and it's just a quick little fix, a little amenity that gives a little more substance to the house, makes it a little more friendlier for the client.